Well, what is up, guys? Thought I would do the my match day review for the Manchester Derby win yesterday. Man City 1, Manchester United 2. Now, just wanted to start this video off by paying paying my respects to the Man City fan who very sadly passed away yesterday. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this. Some of you may have seen this, but unfortunately, a Man City fan was taken ill yesterday and had a medical emergency in the stands at the Etihad Stadium, or in one of the stands at the Etihad Stadium. And unfortunately, they passed away. Obviously, this was probably a heart attack, I'm guessing. Obviously, sad for this person to pass away literally a week before Christmas. It was, it's sad, and it's obviously incidents like this do happen in football. Games, sometimes have to be stopped. When a football fan suffers a medical emergency. It's sad to think that this fan went to, the football match and never came home again. It's sad that, I feel, my heart goes, my thoughts and prayers and sympathies and my condolences go out to, the person's family today, as they try to navigate this, what would be an extremely difficult time for them, especially with being so close to Christmas. No one ever deserves to go through the pain of losing someone they love so close to Christmas. Unfortunately, that's exactly what's happened. This football fan has passed away literally a week before Christmas. Awful. But my thoughts also go out to the people that were in the stand yesterday who witnessed that, because that's not a nice thing to witness, for anyone to witness that. It's a horrible event, and unfortunately, the saddest part about it is that this person has passed away. Unfortunately, they did not. They did not recover, and they have passed away, which is very, very sad news to hear. And my thoughts and prayers go out to the victim's family, to the people that were there yesterday who saw that happen, and to everyone involved. With Manchester City, obviously they've put a post out on their social, I think on Twitter today, on their X account. They put a post out, obviously confirming that the fan very sadly passed away. So, yeah, really sad. But obviously yesterday's win, it was a decent result, and I'm happy with a Manchester Derby win. It did feel like we were going to lose that game. We went 1-0 down, and we were 1-0 down right till the very end of the game. Man City, there's no denying that Higher Water should have been sent off for simulation, trying to get Rasmus Højlund sent off. He was already on a yellow card for the foul prior to that, and then he was trying to get Rasmus Højlund sent off. He went down. It was his simulation. He should have been sent off for that, and I don't know how he wasn't. We also should have had a penalty with Ruben Diaz. I think it was Rasmus Højlund in the penalty area. We should have had a penalty then. It wasn't given. And again, I don't know how that penalty wasn't given. That was a blatant penalty. But Man City, one win in 11 games now for them. This is bad. You know what, right? I think there's, some of the players who were really good yesterday. Amad Diallo, what a performance. He's been one of the best players in the team yesterday. I know there's a lot of trouble going on with United at the moment, as someone leaked the team the night on Saturday night, and they don't know who it was. Apparently, several of the United players have been questioned, including Ahmad and Alejandro Garnacho, who was obviously not in the team yesterday. Rashford wasn't in the team yesterday. Luke Shaw wasn't in the team yesterday as he's injured. There are some concerns about Mason Mount, as he went off injured yesterday as well after only 14 minutes. It is worrying, but, I feel like when I look at Mason Mount, I look at him and I think, why did we sign him? Because the problem with Mason Mount is, ever since we've signed him, I think he spent more time out on the sidelines than he's actually spent on the pitch. Chelsea really stand us when they, the amount they wanted from Mason Mount. You know, he's a player that is just too injury prone for United. This is the problem, is we have a few players in our team that are too injury prone. Mason Mount, Luke Shaw, players who now are way too injury prone and don't belong in the United team. We don't need injury prone players in the team. And that is the problem with Luke Shaw and Mason Mount, is they are very injury prone. And it's just not, it's not what we need. We don't need that in the team. It's just crazy to think that, something like, to think about that. I think the way you've got to look at it is that had it been had it been a different game, like had Man City been coming into that game yesterday on better form, it would have been a different game yesterday. It's like it's looked like a win against one of the Big Six at least. We've lost to Liverpool, lost to Spurs, drew with Chelsea, lost to Arsenal. But things would be very different in the home game at Old Trafford, which I think is towards the end of the season. It had been, realistically, obviously we did beat Man City yesterday, which was really good, really a good result. Ready to kind of turn that around. I think the problem is, I'm not going to say United are back, as, City, as we beat City yesterday. Manchester United are very far from being back. There's still a hell of a lot of work that needs to be done before we can definitively start saying that Manchester United are back. I feel like we can only start saying that if Manchester United are in a title race. I think, yeah, or if we were in top four, we were in the race for top four, maybe we could start saying we're back. But we're not back. We're not where we should be. We've still got a long way to go. There's still a lot of work to do. Yeah, we can enjoy the fact that we beat Man City yesterday, and we can be happy with that result. But obviously, we know how different things would have been had Man City's form been different. It's just frustrating that we lost to Nottingham Forest, and that we've gone to the Etihad and beaten an out-of-form Man City. We should have been beating Nottingham Forest at home, but we lost that game purely down to defensive errors. We should have beaten Man City. Well, we did beat Man City, which was, and it's nice to get an away win, of course. And it was obviously the second time that Ruben Amorim has beaten Pep Guardiola this season. Obviously, he beat Pep while he was the manager at Sporting. And now he's beaten, obviously, Pep, whilst manager at United. It's a big result. To be honest, I was very nervous going into that game yesterday. I really didn't expect us to win. I wasn't confident that we would, because you never can be confident, especially going to a place like the Etihad. Because the thing is, it's very difficult to actually come away from the Etihad Stadium with three points, whether Man City are in form or not. And I feared that Man City were really going to show up in this game. They weren't going to be an easy team to crack. I kind of feel gutted for the Man City fans, because they probably thought, we're going to win 1-0, we're going to, take 3 points. And, we very nearly, they very nearly did. They came minutes away from winning that Manchester derby yesterday. But it's funny how Man City have 115 charges against, and the time between our 2 goals was 115 seconds. 115 seconds. Unbelievable. We have done 115 seconds. We scored 2 goals in 115 seconds and turned that around like that. There are a lot of players who I think should leave United. Anthony would be better off leaving United. Marcus Rashford definitely needs to move away from Manchester United. The problem is though with Marcus Rashford is he's so out of form. It's like, who would sign him? And I don't feel like there's a big team that would be excited at the prospect of signing someone like Marcus Rashford. Maybe PSG would be a good fit for him. Although, he wouldn't fit in a squad like a Real Madrid squad. He wouldn't fit in a Barcelona squad. He wouldn't fit. I think that he would fit very well in a PSG team. He wouldn't fit in a Bayern Munich team, but he would fit very well in the PSG team. I think I have to say. But would PSG want to go for a player like Marcus Rashford? I don't know. It's crazy to think about what's going on with Marcus Rashford. Because 2 seasons ago, he looked incredible. He was on fire. There was no stopping him. After the Premier League came back from its winter break, he looked incredible. He looked like one of the best players. He was in the best form we had ever seen him in. But the last 2 seasons have gone completely down the pan. For Marcus Rashford. I used to have a lot of respect for for Marcus Rashford as a player, but I feel like now I'm starting to lose respect for certain players because of the performances they're putting in. Because they're putting in consistently bad performances. Players like, as I said, Anthony, Rashford. I tell you what, when they brought Anthony and Joshua Zirkzee on yesterday, I thought we were fucked. I was thinking to myself, we need to score a goal. And we brought on Anthony and flipping Joshua Zirkzee. But then obviously we went on to win the game anyway, and I was like, how have we just done that? How have we just beaten Man City? My immediate question was, how have we just beaten Man City away from home when we couldn't even beat Nottingham Forest at home? We lost 3-2 in that game last weekend, in a game that we should have won. But at least we can say that we beat Man City this weekend, which is a positive result. I'll take a win in a Manchester derby any day of the week. It's always nice to go to the Etihad Stadium and get a win, because that very rarely happens for United. And it's something that we've actually struggled to do in recent seasons, is beat Man City in the league. But at least we can say that we've actually managed to do that this season. We've actually managed to beat Man City in the league. We did do that 2022-23 season, we beat them. But I don't think we didn't. I don't think we beat them in the league. In the league last season. I think they beat us twice in the league last season. I don't think there was probably. I doubt there was probably anyone who were expecting United to come away with a win there yesterday at the Etihad. I think people thought it would probably be a walk in the park for Man City. Because of the form that we're in at the moment, and that is that's why I was so nervous. The way that the result was going to go yesterday, because we're very kind of all over the place. Like our form isn't particularly as consistent as it should be. It's not good. It's not as good as it should be. Losing to Nottingham Forest really did make me nervous for the City game. I was impressed with I wasn't too impressed with the performance against Victoria Pilsen in the week. It felt like we shouldn't have been coming down to having a goal down to a team like that, but we did. We scored again a late goal in that game that won it. We were literally not that long away from the draw and we snatched it. But again, that was Onana to blame for that mistake. As he was the one that was let them score that goal. Whichever way you look at it, it's a dreadful performance from those players today. Absolutely dreadful. It is absolutely abysmal seeing City, play the way they do, and seeing United play the way they do. But we know we can pick up results like this. We know we can win these games. We know we can pick up good results when we need to do that. but we're struggling to do that, consistently. As I said, United are not back, and we're nowhere near being back. So let's let's either put the brakes on there with that. I don't want to hear anything about anyone saying United are back, because we're not back. We've got a lot of work to do. So obviously that were, a really good result yesterday. And as I said, my thoughts and my condolences go out to the family of the football fan who very sadly died yesterday after that medical episode in the stands at the Etihad Stadium with possibly a heart attack. It's horrible, really horrible. But a great result though yesterday. But I'll see you for another video soon. Bye bye.